Yo, it's Photo Tim Boy, and this video is kind of like a sequel, I guess. This video is following the video where I talked about Kirk Franklin and Kanye West collaborating on an album. Their album just came out today. I just kind of want to talk about a little bit about the reasoning behind this, because I just feel as if people need to know the truth. There's a couple of topics I want to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is religion. Don't click away from the video just yet. I want you guys to know exactly what religion is. Religion is, it's like a set of rules. It's like a to-do list. It's a checklist. You need to do X, Y, and Z, and you have to repeat that day after day. You have to do, a certain amount of things on this list in order for you to be right with God. I feel like that's not how Christianity is. Now, yes, Christianity is a religion, but here's something that a lot of followers of Christ know, but most who are skeptical are just I guess it just passes right by them. Jesus Christ is God in a body, pretty much. God is, he doesn't exist in our time. He's eternal, everlasting. He's everywhere. Jesus is like pretty much the human version of God, simply put. There's a bunch of other religions in the world, but Jesus Christ isn't associated with all of the other religions. Jesus and religion don't mix. Sounds weird, but it's the truth. Religion says, do this. Jesus says, it's already done. Jefferson Bethke says it best in one of his videos. I'll link his channel in the description. God sent Jesus to earth to save us, and by grace and grace alone, we are saved. It doesn't matter what we do. We can't get away from the love that God has for us. I just wanted to touch base on that a little bit, because Kirk Franklin is a gospel artist, and multiple times he has mentioned to the media that he is a follower of Christ. Plain and simple. He's been brought out to be this person who associates himself with Kanye West, who we all know doesn't come out with any Christian music whatsoever. People have pretty much judged him and pretty much labeled Kirk Franklin as a non-believer. People are saying that he's a non-believer. He's losing his religion. He's not for Jesus anymore. But that's not the truth. The second point that I wanted to talk about was the reasoning behind it. Simply put, there is no one on the face of the planet who is too far gone for God. We're all sinners. You can't get away from sin. It doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter how many cars you own, doesn't matter how big your house is, it doesn't matter who you know, doesn't matter what you know, you're a sinner. You can't. Sorry. But the amazing thing about it is that Jesus Christ paid the price for all the sins in the world. Now the thing is that during this short life that we all have, we need to make a decision. Do we believe that Jesus came to die for our sins, or do we just want to continue living our lives the way that we want to live? That's the ultimate decision. The reason why I'm a follower of Christ is because life is so much more simple, knowing that, wow, like you're telling me that it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still forgiven. Like I've made tons of mistakes in the past, but it's a journey. It's a process. You're going to make mistakes, but don't go out and intentionally do bad things. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't escape the love of God. It makes life so much easier. There's things that I want that I don't have, but what I've realized is that I have everything that I need. And kind of bring this full circle, Jesus Christ can shine light into the darkness. We were made in God's image. We were made in his image. And if he can shine light into the darkness, why can't we? It's really that simple, but it's that hard at the same time. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But obviously, not everybody in the world is a Christian. Not everyone in the world follows Jesus Christ. But I feel like that's the truth behind Kanye and Kirk collaborating with each other. I feel as if, because Because Kirk Franklin, he's a big influence. He can influence. Him collaborating with people like Kanye West, 2 Chainz, you know, all these other people who are considered secular rappers. I feel like he's trying to shine some light. Kirk Franklin and other Christian artists, they can influence other people. Like I said before, no one's too far gone. God's always right there by your side through everything you do. And that may be kind of weird to think about, but he really is. Even through all the bad things that you do, even through all the things you know is bad, he's sitting right there watching you do it. And even though he's sitting there watching you do it, he still has that forgiveness. And if you believe that you don't have to work for heaven, you don't have to do all these things to earn grace, all that weight just falls off your shoulders. And we don't deserve any of it, but he gives it freely. That's what I think is going on with Kanye and Kirk collaborating. That's just what I think. So I hope that this video kind of helped clear up some stuff for those who don't believe in God or believe in the existence of a God. For me personally, like, this video isn't me trying to convert people to Christianity. This video is merely to just shine light on the truth. And I mean, if you don't believe in God, that's okay, because he believes in you. That's the bottom line. He's a forgiving God. And that's why he's awesome. Like I said, it kind of piggybacks off of a video that I made, and being that the album released today, I felt like it was appropriate to kind of sum everything up and make this video. So hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to comment and subscribe to keep up with me, your boy, Tim White. Tomorrow's Friday. We're almost through the week. It's almost Valentine's Day. Probably not going to make a video about that. But until next time, guys, you stay fly.
Stay fly.